everybody, welcome to Crafter Story. It's Celeste here. I am trying something and I'm always going to try and experiment with art and crafts and paint. And this morning I tried out an acrylic dip. This is on a little canvas. I think it's I don't know what the size is actually, 8 by 10 maybe. But I'm going to do something a little different. Once this is dry, this is very, very wet. I did this maybe 20 minutes ago. And so while this paint dries, I'll explain to you how I did this and then what I want to use it for. So I'll put that aside. I went to my local thrift store. We have a few actually in my town. I live in a very small town, but we have amazing thrift stores. And I picked up this book. I picked up two. It was only $2.50 and 75% off, so I paid almost nothing for it. But I'm going to I'll eventually take, well, I don't suppose it matters, but I'll eventually take this price off. I just left it on there so that I could tell you guys about it. And then what I went ahead and did also in the meantime is I removed all the inside pages. I tore the whole lot out. So all of that, I've got all these, oh, what's that? Oh, I didn't know that was there. Anyway, I've got all these great pages that I can use in collage. So I'll put that aside. I don't need that. But for now, I've got this outer edge. And what I want to do is once that acrylic dip, is dry, I want to pull everything off the base, off the frame. I'm going to undo all of these and then see if I can use it to cover that book and make myself a little sketchbook. So let me so I'm going to do that. I just need that to dry. I'm going to move this aside. Maybe I'll do the black one first. So this is really just a dollar store canvas that I picked up, and I have already gone ahead and put some black I think it was just poster paint really on here, and I'm going to put it on my piece of tin foil, just heavy duty foil like this. And I couldn't find any acrylic paint at the dollar store, so I've picked up washable paint. It doesn't smell good, guys. I don't know what they've put in here, but I've got the window open because it kind of doesn't smell all that good. But anyway, I'm gonna just use it. I'm going to take my little round ball little contraption, also dollar store. As you can tell, I buy a lot from the dollar store. I'm just going to mark off where the corners are, and I think it's pretty. I'm standing again because I feel like I can see better when I'm standing, otherwise you're going to have my head over here. Okay, I'm going to use my white washable, what's this thing? Just plain old white. Put quite a bit down. Man, I don't know what chemicals they have put in this stuff, but it is in there. Now, what I should have used is a spatula, but for the life of me, I can't find mine. And so I'm just using one of my 1-inch wide brushes. I'm going to just go sort of where I marked the size of my canvas. I'm going to spread this all over the place, and it doesn't really have to be even. Don't really care too much about even. Let me put it down on a tissue over here. All right, and then as far as colors go, I pulled out some of my Liquitex basics. I have folk art left over that I'm trying to work through because I really only want to work with the Liquitex in the future, and I'm not really concentrating on any kind of picture or idea of a picture because once I squish this down, I guess, well, no, that's probably not true. I am kind of thinking of colors that are more reminiscent of leaves down bottom, and then more sort of floral colors at the top. So I take that back. I probably am working a little bit on a composition of sorts, kind of sort of like kind of maybe, and I'm just looking for an idea. Now in that previous one I kind of made a lot more dots. This one I'm just being a little more, I want to put something a little darker in here, and I think I'm going to use my slightly sort of like a dark cerise pink maroony red color over there. All right, it's probably enough. Going to take my black canvas, and I have somewhat covered where my corners are, but here I can see one, so I'm going to line up using that corner and just hope that I did put paint everywhere. And I don't know whether I should like rub it or just lightly tap it. So I'll start off with kind of like a palm squish and get into all those corners, because I noticed on my last one that on the sides didn't quite get enough contact, so I'm going to work on my ends quite a bit more and really get that kind of squished down. And then I'm trying not to rub, and I think if I rub I'm going to mix the colors underneath a bit too much, and then it might kind of muddy the colors. It's what I'm not familiar with this technique. I'm kind of I'm doing this for the first, well, I suppose this one's my second one. I'm doing this for the first time today, let me say, and I'm hoping, and the white was great, but there was a lot of white sticking through, and I thought maybe if I use the black it would be better. All right, I think I'm ready to pick up. So I'm going to hold down the foil and lift from the one side. Oh, those colors are gorgeous, hey? Gosh, look at those colors. Yeah, you see, I've still got that black corner here where it didn't quite connect. Tons of color though. All right, so I'm going to maybe just wear the blue and the blue, because I don't have, oh, I do. Maybe it's the way I picked it up, but I don't have any on the corners. I'm going to dip. And then I think it's this side. Do a dip. Try and get these sides covered as well. And then, oh, I don't want to, there. Kind of doing a secondary dip here, guys, and then here. All right, and then I have, let's see if I've got everything. Sorry, I'm probably not being super, this video is hard to film all in one frame, but I hope you guys are getting the idea of what I'm doing. I'm just trying to get color on the sides, and I'm not probably going to be successful, so I think I'm just going to do the tap 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 technique that worked with the other one, and like that. And this side I think I'm fine. Now you can see I've got a bunch of empty spots there. Now let me do a tap tap. Oh, wrong finger. Get some blue on my finger. I think I can do a tap 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 here. Ah, it's almost like it's making little flower patterns with my fingers. I actually kind of like that. Now you see what can happen when you experiment, and when you find something you don't like and you try and fix it, and all of a sudden you've got something new happening. All right, so I'm going to continue. Maybe I'll just take some of the pink here and fix that. Is it working? It's working. I do, and I have no silicone oil, you know, which is what they usually use for, or almost always use for acrylic pours when they have those little bubbles. I don't have any of that, but yet I'm going to come up and hopefully you can see I do have some sort of cells forming here, and it could just be that some of my paint is acrylic and some of it is washable pigment, sort of school grade, and I'm thinking that maybe that is what is causing some of the pick up some of this yellow. Oopsie, I've just painted my monitor. Just knocked the side of my monitor. Oh, my monitor's got a big white splotch on it. Okay, all right, so there, I think I'm good here. I'm going to just put this one side now to dry. Probably the only thing I'm not kind of gaga over is the fact that this has got a different textured feel to the rest of it, and maybe I can doodle over that later. Maybe it's not a big deal. I'm not gonna be too concerned about it now. I mean, all right, I'm waffling. Let me put this down, start over. We need another one. Okay, I'll put that one down. There is quite a lot of paint still left on here, but I think what I'm going to do for that white one is I'm going to add. So maybe I'll add some of this aqua color down here, like so, and then more of the darker pink over here, like that, and then I think a little bit of the orange. Thanks guys, I appreciate that you're sticking around and kind of going through this process with me. So all right, let us take this white one, and I now don't have the foggiest clue where those corners are. I do see that there's not much paint over here, so I think I need to rectify that, maybe with some yellow. There isn't a whole bunch of yellow. Let's get some yellow in here. That way probably have a bit more coverage. Okay, and where I honestly thought I had way too much paint, I clearly didn't, so I'm just gonna have to wing it. I think that was right. And I suppose based on that first pull that we did, this sort of palm squish technique is definitely working over and above. You know, I don't want to like rub it because I think that will move the paint underneath too much, and then that is going to be a bit of a muddy mess, and I don't want that. I want to see the individual colors. So let me just kind of do the corner squishes, make sure I've got everything in like this. Okay, I think this is going to be a slightly longer video than my usual ones, but I don't want to skip any steps, because I think if I do that, it's not going to probably work. Okay, holding down, pulling up. What do we have? Oh my goodness. Ooh, that is so pretty. Oh man, that must have been a bubble. Yeah, see, there and there. Okay, let me see if I can fix it. No, that color's too dark. Let me see if I can get it some of the lighter. right, I think I fixed it. I don't want to, I wonder if I can put it back down. Should we try that? I'm going to put it back down, guys. I know I'm kind of, maybe I'm making a mistake. I don't know, but I'm going to put it back down. Just see what happens. Okay, pick it up again. Okay. Whew. I did not mess it up. Thank goodness. Okay, but we do still have some empty spots. I don't know why I keep having empty spots, but I'm going to just dab, dab, dab and fix it. Fix that. And with a bit of yellow. All right, fix that. Now we have to do the edges. And I will start up top. Get that done. I'm gonna have to do the finger tap stuff again. Get that back in. And then which side is this? I think this is that side. Like that. Okay. The bottom here. And that one worked nicely. And then this side. Got the sides. I'm trying to get as much of the paint on the sides as well, because I think we're going to need that extra. Oh, okay, I'm going to have to do, oopsie. Dab, dab, dab here. There we go. All right, so these guys now have to dry well and truly before I can pull them off the frame and use them as covers to cover those books that I picked up at the thrift store. So I'm gonna have to come back and finish up. Okay, well, it's the next day, and yesterday I did all the acrylic dips that you watched me do, and what I've done is I've already used one of the acrylic dips, the one that I decided I liked the best, to make this journal cover with. And the mistake I did make was I didn't measure the book size to the canvas size, and so the canvas didn't go past the edge to where I could, you know, fold it over. And so I did kind of like a little reverse engineering, I guess you could say, and I took my inside cover and brought it over to the front to cover the join over here. And while that wasn't my initial plan, I still like the way that this journal turned out, and I just realized it's the perfect color and place for me to put this really beautiful, I wish I had the other one out as well to show you. I think I do. Yeah, I do. Gina from Perfectly Imperfect Journals sent me some happy mail, and these two bookmarks were in there, and I love this pink one. I love both, but I think the pink one's going to fit beautifully, and it's got a new home in this journal now. And so I made this for myself, this journal, because I wanted a sketchbook. So I've used £90. I'm going to put the what is it? It's the Neenah cardstock, and it's the £90. I'll put a link for this in the description, in the bottom of the in the description of the video. It's just really great for, it's quite thick, and I was able to put 3 signatures into this book. And so yeah, this is not a video showing you how I made the book, just the fact that I can use this canvas to make a cover. I will just show you, let me put it over here. When I glued the cover to the book, I used the tight bond, and again I will put all these supplies and links in the description, but I used the Tight Bond wood glue because and then once I had it glued, the canvas glued to the book, I put something heavy on it just to make it nice and smooth. So that worked well. And then when it came to the inside cover where I was putting the fabric, I just used the Elmer's glue. Wood glue is a bit of an overkill. So this and the spine cover and was wood glue. I did use the Tight Bond for the spine cover on the outside though. And then I honestly, guys, I don't know. I think I got these on Temu and I don't have a link for that. I'll try and get one, but I don't think I have one. But these corner covers are, you can get them pretty much anywhere, even on Amazon. So just look for metal corner covers. You get different sizes. Here's an example of another one where I used canvas. This is just the cover of a little mini journal, and this canvas did go past the edge. So I was able to get it all the way on the inside, as you can see, and then put a piece of my artwork just as a cover on the inside. So that was my plan for this one. Didn't quite work. Anyway, it's fun. This is still, I'm still happy with that. And then to take the canvas off the frame, I learned the hard way, and I almost lost a finger. Because what I tried to do is I tried to get a flat nose screwdriver, and I thought I could just, you know, lift these staples. Yeah, no, I did, as you can see, lift some of them, and after a while I almost stabbed myself. I thought it was not worth it. So what I've done instead, and I'll do on this one with you, is I just got my craft knife out. This is a nice Milwaukee strong craft knife, and even though I'm going to lose some of the canvas, it's okay, it's better, it's safer. I just ran my craft knife all the way on the outside of where the staples are, and I'm cutting into the wood a little bit as well, which is unfortunate, but it's okay. I'd rather be safe. And that way I'm able to take the canvas. It's quite sturdy for a dollar store canvas, you guys. I'm actually pretty impressed with these canvases. They are pretty sturdy. And I'm pretty sure this canvas is not just for book covers. I mean, you could use them for folios, greeting cards, pockets. I'm pretty sure you could sew with them quite nicely and make little bags out of them. Let's see how successful I have been. Oh no, don't cut there. It's my new pretty large mouse pad. Probably shouldn't have it here. I almost stuck a hole in it. All right, anyway, but it is coming off, as you can see, so I'll have to work on it a little bit. This does tear, just be careful. It does tear quite easily, as you can see there. So I'll work on this and pull it off, and it's going to make another beautiful cover, probably for a journal smaller than the one I made, so that I can use all of it and it can fold over. But there you go, guys. I'm really happy with this. I have a sketchbook, and this is nice mixed media paper, so I probably am going to be able to paint on here as well. Okay, well, I hope this painting dip idea is something you will try. It's a lot of fun, and these canvases are only $1.25 at the dollar store plus tax, so you get a lot of bang for your buck once you play around with your colors, and you never know what you're going to get, right? All this paint movement. Okay, I'm waffling. I'm gonna go. Thanks for sticking around and coming on this journey with me, you guys. We'll see you next time. Bye.